70s time, 6:49. Dave White is here from New York Sea Grant, and a couple of props in front of him. They're almost covering your face there, Dave.
Oh, well, let's not do that.
That's okay. How are you?
There you go.
Don't do that.
Good morning.
Please, no.
Dave is here to talk about AIS. It sounds like, you know, like the gingivitis commercial. It's like,
there you go.
AIS.
There you go. I should have brought a big, there you go. Aquatic invasive species. Yes.
And this is something you're trying to stop from spreading. This is when people can go from one lake to the next, and whatever is on their fishing equipment, whatever's on their boats, anything like that, they want to make sure that they're not dragging something from one body of water to the next.
Right. And you know, that's what these are, because a lot of folks have been really good with their boats, the engines, trailers, to make sure, but it's really anything that can come in contact with water. A net, fishing pole, your boots, you know, mud on the bottom of the boots, if there's critters in it, zebra mussels or others you can transport.
So people are doing well when the boat comes out to take the seaweed off the motor or off someplace of the boat, but then when it comes to the actual equipment, this is where they're lacking and being diligent?
They need to be thinking about it, because it's something we don't often think about. You do forget about the live well, your bait bucket, and you know, we have a group now, New York Sea Grant and several others across the state, of what we're calling launch stewards. They're college kids who are out at boat launch ramps to actually help folks kind of do a quick inventory, a quick walk through their boat.
Remind them
what they might be doing, where they should be looking for, you know, giving them literature to help them get engaged in this process.
When are they out at the launches?
They're at a variety of launches at different times, predominantly over the weekends. They're covering, in our case, for New York Sea Grant, from about Henderson south on Lake Ontario down into the Salmon River. There's a group up in the Adirondack area working with Paul Smith's College doing the North Country. We've got groups in the Finger Lakes. So there's probably 7 or 8 groups across the state with college kids that are looking to become environmental, you know, stewards as well, really out there working with the public. So it's really cool to have them engaged.
So as you picked out the areas there, it sounds like maybe in this area there aren't as many of those groups.
That's one of the things we're looking at, working with the state, DEC, and others that are funding them, is making sure we're trying to fill the gaps. As we develop this program, it's a voluntary program, and it's really also to work with the boating community and the angling community and others to make sure we don't get new legislation. This is a real voluntary effort, so the more we can get engaged in this to help prevent the spread, the better that's going to be for everybody. And it is. It's a continuing program to try to find it and enhance that coverage, to try to get these college kids out there. They're called launch stewards. We're working across the state with all the programs together. They're developing a training manual for them. So if you go to a boat launch ramp in Henderson and you go to one in Oswego or you go to one in the Adirondacks, you're going to hear the same message, which is stop aquatic hitchhikers, you know, clean, drain, dry, which is the national campaign. And they're going to be talking about these various things, be it your fishing, be it diving, same thing, making sure you're cleaning your dive equipment. So any activity you're out doing on the water, you got to be thinking about that.
Hitchhikers. Is there a new hitchhiker out there? What are you guys worried about right now?
The biggest one, I mean, you know, we all talk about zebra mussel was the poster child. The one now is hydrilla, which was found down in Ithaca. It's a very aggressive aquatic weed plant that is invasive, very aggressive. They've actually been treating it now for since last year down in Ithaca. It was found again in western New York, and that's of great concern because it forms very dense mats. The state of Florida spends millions of dollars a year to control it. So to try to stop it from spreading is a major issue right now. So hydrilla is the invasive du jour, and obviously in the Great Lakes, Asian carp.
All right, Dave, good to see you. Thanks.
Have a great day.
We're back here in a couple of moments.